As long as you see your own people as good and others as evil, you remain the prisoner of the 49th shadow. Gene Key 49. With the shadow of reaction, the city of rebirth, and it's the path of revolution. My wisdom story. I was born a passionate, sensitive idealist. Although my family was relatively liberal, my parents were not passionate people. They'd ignore anything for the sake of harmony, which brought out the hypocrisy detector in me. My mother identified as a feminist, but she still made herself small, and my father let her. My parents considered themselves open-minded, but I saw the look on their faces when I brought home romantic partners of a different race, ethnicity or gender than expected. Our neighborhood prided itself on its progressive politics, but it also subsided discouraged certain people from moving in, rationalized wars, and dehumanized others. It was the inertness and denial that angered me most. Beneath the anger was hurt. How could they not see what I saw, or feel what I felt? When I confronted my parents and they refused to own their bias, we'd have a huge fight. I went off to college. My mind spun and my heart broke as I learned about the plight of so many oppressed peoples. I see that when I witnessed any kind of systematic marginalization or institutional oppression. For years I hung out only with like-minded activists and judged my parents, and most people, for not getting it. The more staunchly I fought for peace, the more my personal life was rife with conflict. If I detected a drop of racist blood in my romantic partners, I dropped them. It wasn't until my best friend divorced me, calling me the most reactionary person she'd ever met. Then I woke up. Losing her was devastating, but also a gift. All this time, as I divided up the world into good and ignorant, and rejected people left and right, I was desperately trying to avoid being rejected. My fear of rejection had caused me to shut out so many people just because their worldview was different than mine. It took time to move through the layers of humiliation, guilt and regret. Only when I was able to forgive myself, I could begin to repair my personal relationships. Finally, I understood in my heart just how deep our human tendency is to split the world into black and white, us and them. This realization released a creativity in me I never knew was there. Now, instead of rejecting the old world, I channel all of my love and energy into the envisioning and co-creating a new one. My approach to the peace movement has become delightfully peaceful. My gift to you. Welcome to the peaceful revolution. If you long to bring harmony to your community, begin by being patient, gentle and compassionate with yourself. Give your feelings time, space and plenty of creative outlets. But do not judge them, for when you do, you create an internal pressure that intensifies the feelings and the impulse to act them out. Rejecting yourself only makes it more difficult to see objectively. Soften the heart, understand the other and see possibilities for resolution. If you must rebel, then rebel against your inner impulse to attack anyone. When you resist the urge to react based on your emotions, or to be violent towards yourself, you are doing a part to end violence in the world. Be revolutionary, not reactionary. And now some questions to deepen your contemplation. Do you prioritize harmony over aliveness, depth and honesty? Do you often push people away before they come too close? Do you reject people before they have the chance to reject you? The next time you feel emotionally triggered and are tempted to react, lash out or reject someone, ask yourself, am I feeling rejected? Am I afraid of being rejected? What is the most loving, revolutionary act you can do today? That's it. Much love and happy contemplating.